Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about the top 8 bags of 2025 that I'm currently using in my rotation in my wardrobe. I was hesitant to title this non-luxury bags because I think we're accustomed to calling Louis Vuitton, YSL, Chanel luxury, but if you really think about it, now I'll go through it as I go through each bag. You just don't need to have a luxury bag, and a lot of these bags are luxury to someone, and I'm going to explain to you why. So just being practical, as somebody who owns, I don't even know how many bags, you can see I took them off my shelf. I put them in a big IKEA bag in the corner and realized I don't need any of these things. And even these 8 bags here are really a lot of handbags to have in a rotation. So even 8 bags is a bit excessive. If you have 1 or 2 handbags, like that's perfectly fine too. I find that comparing ourselves on the internet has gotten really silly. So my first bag is this cute, adorable vintage Marc Jacobs that I found at the secondhand store, tags still on her. And she is just here, just your everyday adorable little crossbody. It has little card slots so I can put things in there. And the leather of this vintage Marc Jacobs is exquisite. I love the puckering. I love everything about it. Now, if I were to buy her today, she'd be a little expensive, but I found her at the secondhand store for like 90 bucks, and red is my color. I am a crossbody girl, so the crossbody bags are essential to me. Now, I have 2 more in the rotation. So these 3 that I'm showing you now are like my workday bags that if I don't want to carry my whole tote, I will carry these guys because they'll fit just the essentials and they match pretty much everything. Now, for those of you who are saying I can't wear a red bag because I don't wear red clothes, that is not the case. The red is a pop of color. As you can see, I'm wearing beige pants, I'm wearing black, and I wouldn't like try to wear a red dress just because I have a red bag. Black, you know, matches everything. The bags are like roughly the same size. And then bag number 3, so I've got the red, the black, and then I've got my lighter color right here. She gets a ton of compliments, and I love to scarf my bags. This one is from Amazon, cute little butterflies. I don't think you can find her anymore, but this is my perfect like work bag because I'm on my feet and roaming around a lot. So I just want to have like my wallet and my phone in here. For days where I carry more things, I have this girl. I just did a video about the organizer in here that has really saved my life. Now, I tend to carry a big tote bag, and then I can pop a little girl inside of there. So now if I need a small bag, she's in there. If I need a big bag, this is it. So this really is my lifestyle where I carry everything in here, and then the little things that I need would go in here. Now, the mistake people make, especially when they were shopping at Louis Vuitton, is they want one bag to be their everything. So say they bought a pochette Matisse and then tried to stick their whole life in there. So now you have this overstuffed, bulky, heavy bag that they try to use for everything, even for going to dinner. It's nice to have an assortment. Even though this comes with a little pouch, that little pouch was just meant for organization. It's not meant to be like one of these that you're gonna put a lot of stuff in. So next bag is my Lululemon everyday bag. Everyone has this, even men. This is such a useful bag. This really fits a lot of stuff. This is my amusement park bag. This is my day off going grocery shopping bag. It fits keys, wallets, sunglasses. It has a pocket in the back, usually where I stash my cash. It has little pockets inside here where you can put things, lip glosses, lip balms. I tend to wear it cross body instead of as a fanny pack because that makes it super easy. If I need to access anything, there you go, which makes it great for, you know, groceries, travel, stuff like that. Everybody knows the Lululemon everywhere bag. I mean, I think everyone has one. Does everyone have one? Now, with These bags I'm showing you, like obviously Lululemon is not Louis Vuitton. You can buy a Louis Vuitton version of this bag, or you can buy like a Walmart version of this bag. Lululemon still kind of falls, I think it's $40 now, which is kind of a high price for a bag like this that you can also go to Walmart or Amazon and get a lot cheaper. So luxury is all kind of relative in people's heads, if you know what I mean. Now, the next bag, with that said, this girl is beat up, but I really love this bag. It's this brand. I have no idea how to say it. Fall, Raven, Concan, whatever. So this is my everything, another amusement park bag. This bag, travel, everything. I've had this bag for well over 10 years, but it opens up all the way so you can pack it very easily. It does fit my MacBook Air. If anybody is dying to know, it fits it just right, but I don't think it's made for that. It doesn't have padding. It has a pocket back here where if my daughter uses it, so my daughter like borrows this from me now, this is where your wallet goes, not here. Got to teach your kids that. But it's got these two pockets on the side too. They're not quite big enough for water bottles, so the water bottle usually ends up inside. And I've got my Disney pins. It's my amusement park bag. And this is hand washable and machine washable. This bag, I believe, retails now for $90. When I bought it, it was $65. It was just coming out into the US market. And even back then, $65 was quite a lot for a backpack because like growing up, I remember JanSport backpacks being like $25 or $30, $35, which is a lot bigger backpack than this. So this is, you know, more of a novelty, a backpack that you saw at Nordstrom. So it's now $90. So of course that is luxury to someone, because why would you pay $90 for a backpack? But like I said, it's all relative. I've got my money's worth out of it. You know, I think before I was in that mindset that I wanted the best of everything, because obviously it has lasted for a really long time. Okay, so I'm grateful for that bag. Highly recommend it. I have considered getting a different color, but then I thought the better of it of like, well, then what would you do with the old one? Just keep it and use it to death. And it's been great. It's been a great investment. Next on my list, this is an oldie. I had to pull her out because I did use her the other day, and this is still my favorite bag. Like, tried and true. My patent Marc Jacobs clutch. I believe I bought her on Zappos. I've noticed there's like a little bit of peeling here, but it's not too bad. I thought that, oh my gosh, the bag's falling apart, I have to replace it. And I've never found a replacement for this. It's just like the perfect little clutch. First of all, polka dot lining. It fits a lot. And then this part here fits a lot of things too. There is no crossbody strap, but it has this wristlet that I don't really use. I just stick her under my arm. So this would be for like occasions, events, dinners, where I don't need to have a crossbody strap. By the way, like for formal occasions, I don't think a crossbody strap works really well because it can interrupt your dress. Say you have like a, you know, a ruffly dress or sequin dress, a crossbody strap isn't really gonna work with that, and that's another mistake that people try to do. They'll try to take their pochette accessoire, put a leather strap on it, its monogram, and then put it with a sparkly sequin dress. It's like, you know, honey, just because it's Louis Vuitton doesn't mean that particular bag is made for formal occasions. Okay, anyways, I digress. So this is my bag number 7. And last on the list, my favorite. I really haven't used this one too much, but I could not leave her off the list because she's actually my favorite. And I don't wear her too much because since I move around a lot, like I would bring her to a meeting if I'm holding it in my hand, but since most of my days are out and about, I prefer the crossbody bags over this. I don't like to wear this crossbody because it's meant to be held like this, like as you see, a handbag like a Kelly with the top handle. All the ribbons I got from Amazon, by the way, and it adds such a special touch. Now, a couple years ago when I got this bag and my channel was mainly handbags, I would take this around and people would think that this bag costs at least $1,000. What does that tell me? For one, you don't have to spend a lot of money. This one is Teddy Blake. It can look expensive, But this is still luxury. This bag is close to $500. Like I said, luxury for someone. It doesn't have to be $2,000. So first of all, people thought this bag probably cost about $1,000 when I would just open my mouth and say, oh, I have a luxury handbag channel. They would say, oh, how much was this one? Was it like a guess? And they'd say, oh, like $1,000. Oh, no, actually less. It was less. But not only that, people in the real world could not tell whether this is a Louis Vuitton or not. Yes, people actually thought, well, if you have a luxury handbag channel about Louis Vuitton, is that a Louis Vuitton? So that also tells me that in the real world, that Louis Vuitton label, logo, whatever, other people knowing that you have a Louis Vuitton actually doesn't matter. So big kudos to Teddy Blake. And like I said, it's still an expensive bag. It's still more like I would still have to think about, am I going to drop $450 for this type of bag? Where at the time, this bag was like $110 and this bag was $90. So it's a little more palpable, like, oh, okay, that's easy to spend on a handbag, but $450 is still not easy to spend on a handbag. So in my collection, if I had to eliminate some bags, I would honestly just look at the collection and probably eliminate 2 crossbody bags. That way I have a black bag, my going out bag, my running errands bag, the fancy bag. I don't know what you use this for, but the fancy bag, the backpack, and the tote bag. And those are really the bags that fit in my lifestyle. So let me know, what are your go-to bags in your collection? Are they luxury, Coach, Marc Jacobs? I welcome all handbags, and I really don't like those people who go, oh, you just have a Michael Kors. Never. It's never that. It's never about the brand. It's about the function and the style, and does it go with your outfit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. By the way, you can see all these bags are like so adorable. Alrighty guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.